we live? Testing, testing. Silver Days is in the house. Let's go. What's up, Silver Days? DZ's in the house. Nights of Insomnia. What's up, Mr. Grimaldi? Yo, Chop Suey. Oh, you saw it. You probably saw. I was looking at DOGE. Damn. I think, man, dude, are we really gonna go to 8? Are we actually gonna go to 8? When I say 8, I mean 708, because that's the next support. You know, you double. So like you double topped here, and then you make it that lower low, and it's been doing the same thing. Double top, lower low, double top, lower low, double top, lower low. I mean, dude, if 708, if I can get, if I could get DOGE at 708, man, I think a lot of people would buy DOGE at 708. That would be absolutely insane. Still always bearish because we're always bearish. Bro, at 8, I'll buy more. Yeah, I know. I will too. I'll probably be at 150 billion, you know? Instead of 100 billion. I'll be at 150. Because I also, like, at that point, I'll be too scared. Like, I'd have 150 billion coins. Like, is that not enough? Right? Is that, like, that's way enough to make. That's over $200,000 back up to its all-time high. It's like 400K or something, right? So at 501 it would be 150, and then 502 would be 300, and then 25 would be, yeah, like 425 or something, man. And that's if it just double tops. If this thing, you know, that's if it, like, worst case scenario, comes back up and double tops, you know. But I think, and we all think, you know, this thing was going to go past its all-time high, but I don't know, unfortunately. Thought I'd be quitting my job already? Yes. Not me. I definitely wouldn't quit my job for like 500K. I would be able to buy a house though, and I would be able to comfortably, you know, keep growing my YouTube channel, keep growing myself as a person and all that stuff. I think that's like the most important thing. But as far as like retiring, no, I need a certain amount of money before I retire. And, you know, I like to be optimistic, but I also like to be realistic. I think a lot of people get those two mixed up, where it's like, you know, and that's my avenue. Like, this is the way that, you know, that I see it's possible for me. Sure, I could have my YouTube. I can make $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 extra a month, but that's not retirement money, right? That's not like, oh, hey, I could quit my job, right? I'll always need to work, unless, again, you have a coin that goes up, which we've seen in crypto, which crypto makes millionaires, if our coins do what we think they're going to do, like if we're in the right coins, right? If that's the case, then we're going to make it, you know? Then at that point, it's like, hey, I'm retired, you know? I don't have to work ever again. Have a couple million in the bank, put that, you know, get 5 to 10% on that annually, and yeah, that's it. I don't need to do anything. Yeah, I can tell you Elon is not hitting all-time high. No way in heck. What if it never goes back up? That's possible. That's possible. You get, like, I know people are so pessimistic and stuff, but just remember that you asking yourself that, you need to ask yourself that before you even buy the crypto that you buy next time. Like, am I ever going to get to a point where I'm going to doubt it, right? And in that case, you should look at coins that you do believe that are going to go past their previous all-time high. And that way, you're not even worried about it, right? You're not so stressed out about it. Flipcoins is in the house. Let's go, Flipcoins. Thanks for liking my video. Did you see? I got the sign. I don't know if I could turn it on because it's blurry. It's too bright. So I don't think the camera is gonna pick up the logo. But That's pretty cool, man. Thanks for liking my video. Free Lightning says, I still call you Free Lightning because your name used to be Free Lightning, right? Can we look at Swift Coin? Yes, we can. It doesn't matter. I'm good with cash. Yeah, exactly. Right. So you're good with cash. You have your Dogelon, and if it makes it, then you're gonna even be better, right? Yeah. So for Swift Coin, taking a look at Swift Coin on the live stream, making an update video on the live stream. So nothing has actually happened with Swift Coin. As of right now, our target on the upside is still valid, which I say conservatively speaking is going to be around 8 cents. And then in terms of support, clearly you're maintaining this uptrend. You're making higher highs and higher lows across the board. So you're in this upward channel that you started back in October 2023. So this is very bullish for Swift Coin. A lot of coins, they're closing in on their 2023 lows right now. They moved up, they went all the way back down. The good thing with Swift Coin is that it's actually maintaining an uptrend, making higher highs across the board, and it's holding key areas of support. So, I mean, on the medium to bigger time frame, you can see we bounced from the 618. We're making higher lows, so that's still valid support here at 73. And then on the shorter time frame, same with here, 1 cent. As long as it stays over 1 cent, it's good. And in terms of the targets on the upside, we are consolidating in resistance. And once this breaks, and as long as it stays over 1 cent 14, then the targets on the upside are valid, which would be 1 cent and a half, 2 cents 20, and 8 cents. What we don't want to see is obviously making a lower high. Because you could theoretically come back up here, make a lower high, and then come back down, make a lower low, and start a downtrend. But that's what happened last time, and then eventually we broke out. So we'll keep an eye on this. This is very bullish as of right now. None of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion, and thank you. All right, give me a second. I have to let my wife in. Alrighty, I'm back. Alright. My name was always Free Lightning, but I had the lightning emoji. I took the lightning emoji off because you kept calling me Free Lightning, so I put it back. Oh my gosh. Got it. Free light. Okay, yeah, you're right. That's funny that you say that because I didn't even notice the free. I just noticed the lightning. So that's pretty funny that you said that because I still, like, it would have been the other way around where it's like I only call you Free instead of Lightning. But yeah, you're always Free Lightning because, man, you've been coming here for about 2 years now. So, and I remember when you first started, it was literally Free Lightning. So, Free Lightning for 4 beans. Let's go. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, so like for example, you compare Swiftcoin with OXT, and then you should see we double topped, and then we actually like came all the way back down to the 2023 lows at 5 cents, right? But with Swiftcoin, for example, we never did that, right? It would have been bad if we capitulated from here and went all the way back down to the lows. But we never did that. We actually legged up and made a higher high, and then we've been making higher highs. So very, very, very bullish for Swift coin right now. What's up, Vince? How are you? Welcome to the middle of the live stream, right? No, it's like 10 minutes in. I'll probably be live streaming for about an hour again. So let's see. Can we look at based Pepe today? What does that mean? Based Pepe? Oh, this? Oh, I guess you already asked me for this, right? So is this the? Do you want to just confirm that this is the right coin? What's up, Smash Toshi? Welcome to the live stream, man. Mohammed Nassim says, "Hey meow." I say hi back. Snek and Zebik, please. We could take a look at both of those. Snack and then Zebik. All right, let's take a look at based, Snack, and then Pepe, and then we could look at the chat again. So taking a look at based Pepe, yeah, so for based Pepe, you just need to establish this floor. You can see we did previously attempt to break out over resistance, macro resistance at 7078. We came up, got rejected, came all the way back down. However, you are still making a higher low. What you don't want to see is breaking this floor, because if that happens, then you're going to get a bigger capitulation down, make a lower low, and obviously validate this downtrend. That's pretty much it for based Pepe. Not financial advice, just my opinion. As long as we break this area of resistance, then the target on the upside and everything is still valid at 6.14. Not financial advice, just my opinion. I'll be watching Swift coin closely. Thanks, Mal. Yeah, I really hope you get that final push up to 8 cents, and who knows, it might even go past 8 cents. Which good luck, and I hope it does for you. Flip coins for 10 beans. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That is awesome. Base Pepe, I did that. Flip coins. Can you take a look at Zeta Chain? Yeah, I gotta look at Zebik, Snack, and then we already know we have to take a look at Billy. I'm kind of scared to look at Billy though. Actually, that's not that bad, because we said you're still maintaining a higher high. You technically did make a higher high, and you're still maintaining this uptrend. What you really want to see is here. Let me redraw the targets actually, because I see that it technically it's still valid, but oops. There we go. Because I think you're actually over the 236, which you are, which is important. So let's actually look at this a little bit closely. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I mean, you got stuck again kind of at resistance. And I think it's still going to be, yeah, 3 cents. So this part really doesn't matter. 3.5 cents. So taking a look at Billy, technically so far so good. If it actually consolidates over 55, then that's what you really want to see. As long as you really want to see staying over 55, and then 1 cent 20s in play, and then that higher high should take you to 3 cents 50, and then from there we'll have to reassess. But that's pretty much it for Billy. If it breaks below 55, then we're going to be bearish again, and from there we have to at least make a higher low so we can maintain this uptrend that's forming. Not financial advice, just my opinion. And then for used car, yeah, so for used car, it's still bearish, and you actually double top and got smacked against the 236 twice. So if you're trading it, good for you. If not, then you're just, obviously you're still making a higher low. So what you really do want to see is a breakout over 28. So that part, it hasn't changed. Taking a look at Zebik network on the live stream, I don't think anything has changed with Zebik. I think my target still at 209, coincidentally, unironically, is still valid. Yeah, so 209 is still valid, and then once this thing goes parabolic, then 4.5 cents is still in play. But that's only possible, in my opinion, is if we stay over this box in this area of support. If not, we are going to get a big move down, and it's going to wreck a lot of people, long story short. But technically, as long as we stay over this box, which we are attempting to break over this previous area of support, which has flipped resistance at 41, then technically the targets on the upside are still valid. Worst case scenario, we come down to 2029 and then consolidate and then go up from there. It's not uncommon to have big retracements like that, especially when we have really big moves up. We could technically look here. This correction was 32% before we went higher, made that higher high. And then this correction was a little bit steeper at 47%. So technically you can even say this right here, right? This move down was, 64% before it did, like, what did it do, 10x? Yeah, before it did a 10x almost. So just showing you that for a little bit of hope, and just so you guys aren't freaking out, because if you bought the top, which I don't encourage anybody ever trying to chase a big move up like this, then 30% is a lot of money, but to be down, and it is stressful for sure. With that being said, I'll keep you updated as always. None of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion, and thank you. And then Sneckity Sneck. Yeah, so Sneck, I mean, what are we going to come back down to here and then get a nice bounce up? It looks like it looks like the correction's getting steeper. Yeah, so for Sneck, damn, we really needed to stay over here. But you can see we got a bounce, made a lower high, and then made a lower low. That's why it's so important that, like, we need to stay over the 236.382 support, because otherwise, sure, you're going to come back up and people are going to think that it's bullish, but then you're going to be making a lower low and validating a downtrend. So for Sneck, it's not over. I mean, you have support here at 17, so 2017. And then as far as the targets on the upside, so we have resistance here at 2027 and 34. Once that breaks, then it's going to invalidate this downtrend. But technically, I mean, you could still come back up, right? You could still come back up here and then make that lower low and validate this downtrend. So it does need to break this area. No financial advice, just my opinion, and thank you. Thank you so much for the 10. I really appreciate that. That is awesome. Mohammed says, can you take a look at Zeta Chain? No, only if you send me $10. Imagine. I'm totally just kidding. Yeah, so for Zeta Chain, yeah, Zeta Chain, this does not look good at all, right? You're stuck in this. You're just stuck in this downtrend. And yeah, very, very, very bearish. If it doesn't hold 17 cents, then you are going to be making a lower low. And you're going to be continuing this downtrend. And then on the upside, bearish under 33 cents, bullish over 50. Keep in mind, if you're trading it and if you're trying to catch the bottom, that's a pretty big move up, 92 to 170%. So if you're trading it or if you want to sell at that point, not a bad idea. But of course, the one time that you sell, it's going to decide to go parabolic and you're going to basically get all your money or go all the way back up to $2. Oh, okay. There we go. I'll fix my back. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Zeta Chain. Not financial advice, just my opinion. If you're buying right now, good luck. Again, take this very seriously because we could still come back up here and get rejected, and you're still validating this downtrend because you made a lower high. Okay. LA Fitness says, Ondo, please and thank you. Yeah, Ondo's not looking too bad. Yeah, I mean, Ondo's not looking too bad. You're still technically making higher lows. And I think yeah, so you're making higher lows, and on the macro time frame, 67 cents is very important support, which we actually came down and retested. because technically you're still making a higher low here, and then you're making higher highs across the board, so that's pretty good. But at any point, if it falls below 67 cents, I'd say the top is in. Well, I mean, the top is in right now. But if that breaks down, then I'd say 49 cents would be next, and then you're probably going to get a lower low. And if that happens, that'll be pretty nasty, because then you're validating this downtrend. Then we can see that there's actually a downtrend forming. So that's pretty much it for Ondo. Not financial advice, just my opinion. What's up, Gearhead? How's Gallo looking for you? Are you still in Gala? Actually, you don't even have to answer that. I just don't know. Do I still look at it for you? Do you want me to look at it for you? I'm muling, taking taking profits for some BCH. I would hate for it to spike right after a sell, but that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna sell, and then it's gonna go to the moon. So that always happens. Yeah, I mean, Bitcoin Cash looks like it's doing pretty good. If it actually breaks through 611, this previous peak, then you're probably going to be making a higher high. So Bitcoin Cash is doing pretty good right now. But technically, I mean, is it at a 618 retracement right now? Taking a look at Bitcoin Cash on the live stream. So technically Bitcoin Cash is making lower highs. So last time you came up and you retested this 786, got rejected, made a lower low. This time, I think, like, are we at the 786? Almost. So just keep in mind, very important key level for Bitcoin Cash is 523. So if it goes to 523 and then you see it get rejected, then you're making a lower high, and you're probably going to come back down and make a lower low, and that move is going to be pretty big. But once we break that, then on the macro time frame, it's going to be very, 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 very bullish, because yeah, that also coincides with the 618. So the next target on the macro time frame should put you at $877, which as of right now is going to be around an 81% pump. Not financial advice, just my opinion, and thank you. It's Aloe. Let's go, Aloe. It wouldn't be the same kind of chat if you were not here saying that it's over. It's never over. I don't think it's ever over. How are you feeling about the crypto market right now? It sucks. It sucks. Like, if I was in Swiftcoin, it would be one thing. So free lightning, good for you. But yeah, like, this is what I'm talking about, right? You see how, like, it started, everything, like, Swiftcoin started going up in October and it's making higher highs. And then you look at DOGE Mars and OXT and a lot of coins, and you could see, October was here, right? It started going up, but then it made a lower low, and then it started going up, and now it's at a lower low, right? So like the graph is so shifted. It's like exactly opposite. Same with OXT, right? You bottomed to October. I guess this bottomed a little bit sooner than October. So anyway, you make that high. Come back down here, make a lower high, and then now you're all the way back down to the low. So this is actually performing a little bit better than DOGE Mars. But yeah, I mean, what you really want to do is have your coins look like OXT. Sorry, Swiftcoin. You definitely don't want to see your coins look like OXT. I didn't see you in Visions today, full. Yeah, I was watching a little bit of it, but unfortunately, I was very busy with work. I was working because I work in the mornings. I work like 9 to 5 normal. So I was working. I was in the middle of working. And usually I do put them up in the background, but this time I was just very, very. I did join a little bit, but I never said anything. And then I just I watched a little bit, and then I had to bounce because I needed to focus. But I mean, I hope everything's good. I'm assuming I'm assuming he was just talking about how his deodorant's still there. Yeah, let's just, okay, yeah, he still has his deodorant there. He's wearing a different color shirt. It's always bearish. Crypto sucks. He's leaving. He's gonna start a food channel. I mean, I feel like it's basically the same thing, right? It's the same thing. So I feel like, did I miss anything, or can I just like replay all the live streams that I've watched? That's pretty funny. How is Ave? What's up, Dwayne Kelly? Welcome to the middle of the live stream. I don't know. Let's see how Ave is. Ave's not doing too bad. Damn, imagine getting in at $129. That's not bad. Yeah, so taking a look at Ave. Yeah, Ave's doing pretty good, actually. So from the high to the low. Yeah, so very bullish right now for Ave. 374 is in play. As long as you don't double top, should send us back up to the previous high. And then in terms of short-term support for Ave, I would say, yeah, it's holding support right now. So like we always say, as long as it stays over here, still bullish, and top side targets are in play. If it doesn't, then you're looking at somewhere here. Technically, that would still make a higher low. And then if this breaks, then that's when we get that downtrend forming. So 116 and 145. But so far so good for Ave. 220 to 255 is still holding. So as long as it holds this area, you get consolidation. We don't get a breakdown, then the targets on the upside would be valid. As of today, that is going to be around a 53 to 170% pump. Not financial advice, just my opinion. Price discovery to the downside? I hope not, man. Dude, well, actually for OXT, yes, because it's all-time lows, but not for DOGE because DOGE did a really big, like, DOGE up a lot, right? Or am I crazy? Nah, I mean, I am crazy, but not about this. Let's see. Yeah. DOGE at 7049. Dude, that's crazy. 50x, just like that. 50x, insane. Damn. Well, let's see. Thanks, bro. You're welcome, Smash Toshi. Why are we crashing? That's a very good question. I wish I knew. There's like so many different reasons. There's no pinpointing one reason. I think on the macro perspective, it's probably because there's about to be a World War III. Like, that's my guess, right? What's up, JR Ford? Welcome to the middle of the live stream. I got in Swift at 203, so I'm in great profit, but remember, I have other coins too, so I'm down in others. Yeah, that's good that you diversified, but imagine if you could go back in time and if you could put all the money in Swift coin. Bro, congrats. If you could do that, I would do that too. Because I was making videos on Swift coin back in November of 2023 when that big whale sold, and then all of a sudden that marked the bottom. So how low can BTC go now? 105? No, I think for Bitcoin we're still well over support, so I'm not even worried about it. I think Bitcoin, it's just the problem is that Bitcoin goes down 1% and alts go down like 50%. So I could take a look at Bitcoin for you, because I got to make a video on Bitcoin anyway. So I'll do it after I read the chat. Life of a Wojak. That's vision, man. That guy's Wojak. Poor guy needs some Chinese food to cheer up. What's up, RL Morphs? Welcome to the middle of the live stream. Like and subscribe. Bro, there is no World War III. Oh, man. Let's see. Okay, so taking a look at Bitcoin on the live stream. So nothing has happened from my last Bitcoin video, but obviously we're making a Bitcoin update video. You know, if you're fearing altcoins and if you're watching this, yeah, Bitcoin goes down 1% and your alts drop by 50%. I get it. I understand. I'm on the same boat. But in terms of Bitcoin, Bitcoin is still extremely bullish, over 95 to 101.5. Okay, so as long as it stays over these levels, then the targets on the upside, which in my opinion, Bitcoin top would be around 130 to 140,000. If we go higher than that, then good for everyone. I really hope that's good for all of us, unless you're shorting it, of course. Yeah, as long as it stays over 95 to 101.5, then it's doing really good. It's very, very, very bullish. That's what I want to see. I want to keep making these videos and basically saying the same thing. What we don't want to see is a break below this area, because if that happens, then although we could still make a higher low and continue up, the move down is going to be very, very, very big. So, and we'll talk about that if and once we do break 95,700. Now, taking a look at the indicators. Wait. Yeah, taking a look at the indicators, the RSI and the stock RSI. You see the stock RSI is completely resetting, so that's pretty good. And the RSI is neutral. We are under the moving average, so hopefully once we do break that moving average, we do make a higher high. With that being said, looking at the Bitcoin dominance, I think Bitcoin dominance is climbing. Yeah, of course, Bitcoin dominance is climbing. So obviously, let's just look at this on the weekly. And obviously, if you're in altcoins, we're just waiting for the Bitcoin dominance to drop. This is exactly when we get alt season. So how much longer and how much higher can Bitcoin dominance go? That's a great question. I have no idea. So my guess would be technically like 70%. I'd say 70%. Because is it actually going to go back up to the 2020 at 74%? If it does, I'd be very surprised. I'd be very shocked, but I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's going to happen. But we'll monitor that, and then we'll just keep you updated on the way. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bam! Bitcoin to the moon. Hey, can you look at Cookie DAO? What's up, Tyler Kuhn? I really hope you make it. You come in here asking about cookies all the time. It's like, what? Do you know how much sugar cookies have? Hey, I have to head out. Meow. Thanks again. Take care, everyone. Free Lightning, thank you so much for coming by, and thank you so much for the super chat. That's awesome. I really appreciate that, and thank you so much. Do you guys watch your coins on the top 100 list, top 1,000 list? Guess it's for market cap. SCI has been losing spots. I sold it. It's lost all its mojo, got hacked. It's unfortunate. Back in XCN. Solana and XCN. Yeah, we could take a look at Solana and XCN. Yeah, XCN's doing pretty good too. This is like the other Swift coin, right? The other graph that kind of looks like Swift coin. So, very, very, very good. This thing did like had such a big move up. I completely missed it. Yeah, so OXC used to be top 200 coin, and now it's like in the 500s, I think, right? Yeah, it's 493. It's actually back in the 400s, but yeah, in the meantime, let's take a look at Cookie DAO, and then we can take a look at Onyx Coin. Yeah, so for Cookie DAO, nothing's happening too crazy. We did technically get a 618 retracement, came all the way back down, retested the 382 at 17 cents. So technically, as long as it stays over this, it is still macro bullish. At any point, if we do fall under 17 cents, it is no longer macro bullish, and at that point, we do have to look at support. 12 cents 30 being one of them, but do we have anything in between? Yeah, we have support at 15.90 and then 13 and then 12.30. So, and as long as we stay over the 382, very simple for Cookie DAO, 32 cents would be in play. And once that breaks, so once you come back up here and you don't double top, then the next higher high should take us to 48 cents. But that's pretty much it for Cookie DAO. Not financial advice, just my opinion. Meow, gotta bounce. I'll finish watching this later. Thanks. You're welcome, and thank you so much for the super chat. Also, I really appreciate that. That's awesome. So thank you. And before you leave, if you want me to look at any other coins, just let me know, and I can take a look at it for you. Onyx Coin. Taking a look at Onyx Coin XCN on the live stream. So it hasn't really done anything. It hasn't really changed. The targets haven't changed. So on the shorter time frame, we're just consolidating in resistance, which is between 1 cent 17, around 1 cent 17 to 1 cent and a half. Once this breaks, should send us back up to 2 cents 45. And then from there, back up to its high, and then I think 18 cents would be in play. At any point, if we do fall below this area, so this area was resistance, now flip support, I'd say we are going to get a bigger move down, and at that point, this previous low does need to hold. Otherwise, you are going to be making a lower low and then validating a downtrend. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion, and thank you. Solana. What's happening with Solana? Solama. Excuse me. Taking a look at Solana on the live stream. So, man, I mean, the entire market's having a sell-off, and Bitcoin's only down like 1%, right? Bitcoin's at 104,000, so pretty crazy times we're living in right now. So on the shorter time frame, as of right now, this previous area of resistance has now flipped support. So we had a nice 618 retracement. We came back and we retested this area. As of right now, 192 is in play. Once that breaks, I would put Solana back up to 233 in the shorter time frame. And at any point, if we do fall below 124, I would say that we would probably get a bigger move down, and we'd validate a downtrend forming, making a lower low. But so far so good, because as long as we stay over the box, the target on the upside, which is 194 and then 233, 298, are all in play. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion, and thank you. It's overs. Pack your bag and head to work. I just got off work. It's over. Down, 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 timber. Can you look at LCX? Yeah, we could take a look at LCX. Yeah, LCX, I mean, it doesn't look bad. I mean, you're making higher highs and you're making higher lows across the board. The problem is you're not making higher highs, but I think it's macro bullish over 9 cents 20. So, 9 cents 20 is macro bullish, but we came back and we retested the 786 twice now. So I'd say once that breaks, previous all-time high is in play. At any point, if we do fall below here, then you're going to be validating this downtrend, making a lower low. And at that point, 5 cents 90 does need a hold. So that's what I think about LCX. Not financial advice, just my opinion. So yeah, I mean, the target on the upside, technically, I mean, you are making higher lows across the board on the macro time frame. So it's not quite over yet for LCX. Damn, it's just so brutal. Like, it's it's usually when we're going up, like, everyone's like super excited. We got a lot more people. We had like 40 people in here or whatever at one point, 40 to 50 people in here at one point. But now it's like, it's unfortunately like completely dead. A lot of people just are over crypto, including me, but just trying to make it out here. That's all. Definitely buying Bitcoin next cycle. But you guys got to understand that when the bear market starts, man, these moves down are absolutely brutal. I remember I used to have my phone, like, HODL app, and I used to get notified so much when these moves happened, even back here, like this COVID drop. Even here before the COVID drop, like, you went down 39%. That's insane. And then just in this one day, you went down 50%. Bitcoin back at $3,700, man. Imagine buying Bitcoin at $3,700, man. I wish. Yeah, I mean, technically we do have a target up here at 173, but we'll see if we hit that. That would be pretty nice. Yeah, wow. I mean, even these corrections were massive. 40% correction, and then it took 5 months for it to actually make a higher high. So you put in $1,000, you have $600, and then you had to wait 460. Yeah, so that's over a year actually. Yeah, you have to. Oh no, but that's here. So hold on, let me see. Yeah, you have to wait 198 days for your $600 to be worth $1,200, $1,300. Wow. And then you would bought, theoretically, if you had bought the top, then you would only be up $200. So imagine waiting 6 months and only being up $200. I would be like, oh, you know what? I'm out. And then bam, you miss out on this. Like you miss out on another 200, 300% pump. It's just crazy. It just sucks. We missed it. We missed Bitcoin. Thank you for all the cookie DAO updates. Do you mind taking a look at MOG for me as well? Nope, I can take a look at MOG for you. That's what I'm here for. That's what you guys have me for 1 hour. Taking a look at MOG on the live stream. So, I mean, MOG had a really nice bounce, but unfortunately, I do think that we did get stuck. So for MOG, we did have a 618 retracement. We got stuck. So very simple for MOG. As long as it stays over 6072, then 5013 is in play. Once that breaks, should send us back up to 5022, which as of today is going to be around a 55 to 154% pump, give or take. Now, at any point, if we do fall below this area, then I'd say we are going to get a bigger move back down. At that point, I would say... Yeah, I would say 49 and 36 would be in play, but we don't have to worry about that yet because technically you're still over the 382, which makes you very bullish, and still on the shorter time frame, you're actually in support. So you have support, which does coincide with the 382 from the high to the low. So with that being said, I'll keep you updated as always. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. You look at Elon? Not yet, but I could take a look at it. I should probably make a video on Elon anyway. Taking a look at Doge on Mars on the live stream. I mean, it kind of looks like there's going to be one final capitulation, sending the RSI in the extremely oversold, and then having one nice move down before we start moving up, right? That's what it looks like, but I don't know if that's what's going to happen or not. But anyway, unfortunately, with Doge on Mars, it is still bearish. I'd say that if this previous floor does break out like it's done every single time, so higher high, break down, lower low, higher high, lower low, like this giant megaphone pattern, which makes no sense. The lower low is going to take us around 708. So I do think that 708 will be the next step on the downside. However, as long as we stay over 1, very simple, keeping it very simple, staying over 1, then the targets on the upside are still valid. As much as we say in every single video, we do have resistance here at 15, 20, 22, 35, and then 77. So Doge on Mars has a long ways away from its 618 retracement on the macro time frame, but none of that is even possible or reachable until we break all of these areas of resistance. So I'd start to get excited once we break 22, so 60 is 22. Once we break 60 is 22, then I'd say, hey, like, you know, we have a chance, and 35 would be in play. And then once 35 breaks, we're bullish on the macro time frame, and then we can start drawing out how high this thing can actually go. But as of right now, it's hard to do that, especially when it looks like you're about to break the low and you're about to fall off the table. But I'll keep you updated as always. None of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Dwayne Kelly for 5. Let's go. Thank you so much for the 5 beans. I really appreciate that. That is awesome. Thank you for the super chats. Good. I'm only down 3K. Gonna buy more for Doge on Mars. Yeah, I mean, if you're already in Doge on Mars, because like if you're already in Doge on Mars, I'd say wait to buy more if it goes down at 8, so 708, because then you're getting it at a very good price. But also you're getting it at when the RSI is most likely going to be extremely oversold in the red, so you'd be catching a bottom. But You can do whatever you want, obviously, not financial advice, but that's just my opinion. Fish say if we add a zero, you're gonna buy it. Yeah, if we add a zero, everyone's gonna buy Dogelon Mars. Do you know how crazy that is for Dogelon Mars to be adding a zero? Dude, that would be insane. Historic. That would be historic. What's up, Ari Log? How are you? Welcome to the 75% mark of the live stream. Can you look at GST? Yes, I can. Oh man, GST is brutal. Huge gamble play. Oh wow, yeah, it's just breaking its lows. Yeah. Is this thing gonna get delisted on Coinbase? I feel like I should buy some. Yeah, I feel like I should buy GST. Wow. Taking a look at Green Satoshi token, GST. So, man, this thing, I've never seen such a horrific chart in my life. I mean, this is very brutal for GST. So there was no dollar cost averaging down. Unfortunately, this thing just looks like it's going to zero. With that being said, it does just take, 1 or 2 weeks to, just like it did back here, 1 or 2 weeks to go 10x, right? So I'm not saying it's impossible for it to go back up, but this is very brutal. It didn't hold any gains. It is at its low right now, and it's not bearish, it's not bullish until we break 9 cent 80. And as long as we stay over 3 cents 30, it is macro bearish. And it does look like you're about to break this previous low. But for whatever reason, if we do manage to stay over this previous low, then 3 cents would be in play, and then 9 cents on the high end. I'll keep you updated as always. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. Yeah, but it just had a pump, right? So it looks like every single time it has a pump, like look at this. So I had a pump, and then the next time it had a pump was 240 days. It had a pump. The next time it had a pump was 154 days. So I don't think we bottomed yet, right? I mean, it's only been 38 days, right? From its last, from its last major pump. But maybe you're right. It just looks like it's just like pumping, and then it's like going to zero. That's what it looks like. I'm not trying to FUD you out. You're right. Like I'm saying, like it might go up. You might 10x from here. It might go to 6 cents. It might go back to 3 cents. Yeah, like you just said. But just be careful, because you don't want to buy it now thinking it's going to go up, and then it capitulates, makes an all-time low, and then you're down 50%. So just be careful with that. I agree, maybe another few months. Yeah, but I mean, even if it does take a couple more months, as long as it holds the previous low, then you're solid. Because if you buy now, you're not really losing any money. You're just holding through the consolidation. But what I don't want to see is breaking that previous low, because if it does, then you're gonna get wrecked. Like it's gonna be 50% on the downside. But on just like it's kind of high risk, high reward, because on the upside you could get a 10x. Sorry. You could get a 5x back up to 3 cents. So, I really hope it works out for you. I really do. It's bollocks. It's pretty much buying bankruptcy. Yeah, and I don't understand it, because, there's no way this is fair. How is Coinbase getting away with listing? How is Coinbase getting away with listing GST at $3? Having it go up to $6, and then now it's 2062. They need to get sued. How is that fair? They're obviously doing some sort of insider thing or insider deal or trading or something. There needs to definitely be more transparency and definitely more audits. Because it's not just GSC. A lot of Coinbase coins do this. You get a quick 200%, you don't sell, and then you're down 99%. GMB please on Coinbase. Is that a new coin? I haven't seen this. I was just on Coinbase. I don't see this. There is no GAM. I hear you. It's a roll of the dice. Yeah. Lots of us are taking a beating behind. Yeah. I agree. Nobody wants to hear like negative stuff, especially when they're down like so much, you know, or when they're down like on their portfolios. Nobody wants to. I don't want to hear it, right? He might mean Coinbase Wallet. Yeah, I can't really look at that, right? Unless yeah, unless it's like on here, right? Gamb. I don't see it though. No way, Aloe. Don't say that. Shadow Realm engulf us, but I mean we've been in the Shadow Realm, so it's not even engulfing us now. It's more of, hey, you're already engulfed. I can't find GAM, but Fartcoin. You want me to look at Fartcoin for you? Taking a look at Fartcoin on the live stream. So let's see if we can find it. Yes, we can. Yeah, so far so good for Fartcoin. Actually, it's doing pretty good as of right now. On the downside, I'd say extremely bullish as long as we stay over 72 cents to 99 cents, so around $1, which you can see that the price action has managed to stay, to keep us over these levels since May of 2025. I'd say the targets on the upside are valid right now as long as we stay over the box, which is retesting the 786 at 157, previous high at 277, and then Fartcoin up to $14. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Fartcoin. At any point, if we do fall below 72 cents, I'd say the top is in. We had a 786 retracement, and we're gonna come back down and look at areas of support at that point. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. I'll have to put out the trash. It's Friday. Completely forgot. Don't Monster Reborn me. Just let me rot in the graveyard. That's funny because Monster Reborn is actually banned in the official GOAT format. In the official GOAT format, like the what they recognize as like the 2005 version of Yu-Gi-Oh, the card Monster Reborn was too strong, so they banned it. So there are a couple of cards that are actually banned, and you can't even use it. So I basically, what I'm trying to say is that I can't even Monster Reborn you, even if I tried. So you're gonna just have to rot in the graveyard. I mean, how much higher can Fartcoin go though, Aloe? Like, if you're trying to buy it, like, what are you trying to get a 50% pump? Like, what are you trying to get in? You know, are you trying to go back up to its all-time high, or are you trying to hope that it goes up to 30? I mean, yeah. I mean, technically, if Fartcoin goes up to $14, then that is like over a 10x. So might be possible. But I don't know how much higher this coin could go. I mean, Fartcoin's at $1 billion market cap already. Yeah, but this is the kind of stupid stuff that goes to like 100 billion, right? Imagine if Fartcoin goes to like 100 billion, you know? What is this? Fartcoin. Like what? There's nothing on here. There's absolute. Oh, push F to fart. Wow, dude, I can't believe this thing is $1 billion market cap, and you push F. I didn't see that coming. Yeah, I mean maybe. Again, this is the kind of stuff that goes up 100x. So if you buy it, good luck, man. I really appreciate. I really hope that it goes up for you. BTC hanging on a thread, maybe like 20 to 30%. That's possible. Allo is trying to ride the price discovery to the downside. Yeah, because it's at its 786 retracement right now. You know. BTC, is it hanging? No, it's not. I thought it was. What happened to Feather Coin? Yeah, this used to be this came out when Bitcoin came out. So whatever happened to this coin? It just died? There's just like no utility. I wonder if that's what's going to happen with Litecoin. No, Litecoin's too big. Dog Bitcoin has a strong community and chart. What's your thoughts? I don't know. Let's see. Dog. It just looks like another gamble coin. It doesn't look like it's a rug pull though, but yeah, I mean nothing. I don't think anything of this coin. I think that it has a potential of going to 3 cents, but if it does break. If it breaks 2 zeros 24, then you're probably going to get a bigger capitulation down to 1 to 14. And that will be devastating. That's around a 56 to 69% drop from the current price. Not financial advice, just my opinion. But that's what I think about dog. And then let's before I go, we'll probably call it in like 5 to 10 minutes. Taking a couple of last stragglers, but let's take a look at the trending coins, see what's trending. So the last 24 hours, Forta, this is a Coinbase coin. Wow, look at this, 6 cents to 9 cents. Yeah, I gotta make a video on this, guys. I gotta get in that ad revenue. I think I made $6 today in ad revenue, so I need to step up my game. But it's also because I'm not live streaming every single day, so that's probably why. Taking a look at Forta on the live stream. So Forta had a really nice move up right now today. Just keep in mind, it is still bearish on the macro time frame, so just don't get overly excited. I know this move up is very exciting. It's over 100. Is it 100%? It was 100%. Yeah, it was over 100% move. But on the macro time frame, as long as Forta is under 15 cents, it is still macro bearish, meaning we could even come back up to 15, get rejected, and then come all the way back down, make a lower low, which looks like this. It looks like exactly this, right? You had a giant move up, got rejected, came down, made a lower low. So just be careful. I'm not trying to be super bearish. It's very exciting, and congratulations to whoever is in here and is in Forta. Good for you guys, but we really need to stay. We really need price action to stay over 9 cents 40 for a continuation up to 15 cents. At any point, if we do fall below 9 cents 40, I'd say the next major area of support and area that needs to hold would be this box around 7 cents to 8 cents, 7 cents 90. So 7 cents to 7 cents 90 would be the next area if unfortunately 9 cents 40 does break. With that being said, I'll keep you updated as always. None of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. All right, let's see. DAP radar 30%. I don't know. Do I care about this coin? No, I don't care about this coin. Yeah, none of these. Like, it's just like what? Like Alaya governance threshold. Threshold's a good. Threshold's on Coinbase. So this is a good coin, I think. But yeah, we're not gonna take a look at it. Update on others on the monthly. Ooh. I don't know. Should I do others? Oh, did we bottom though? Oh my god, we might be bottomed on the daily. On the monthly, the stock RSI is, dude, if this thing flips, if it moves over, and if this moves over the moving average, then that would be the best case scenario, because we'll get that higher high, this thing will cross, and then this thing, oh, obviously this is going to be a lot more closer. Yeah, that would be nice, but I'm just like, I'm not even holding my breath on this, because yeah, last time we were here, damn, we were here a long time. How many days were we here? Yeah, 395 days of just death. That's a bear market right there. Over here was, yeah, 485, and this was a bear market. Yeah, so if we're starting the bear market here, then technically next time we're gonna go up is gonna be, yeah, March of 2026. So we might get a bigger capitulation down, consolidation, and then a move up. But I don't know, man. We'll see what happens. But there's your update on others on the monthly. So let's see. I think that's it. Very very low views today. I think the most that we had was like 25 people um in the chat. So in the stream. So obviously people aren't excited, people aren't happy. Bitcoin's going down. All of our coins are going down. So it is kind of hard to, watch any sort of content right now. But with that being said, thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate all the super chats, all the members, all the subscribers. Thank you so much for participating in the live stream today. I will be going live again on Saturday morning. It will be after I upload all of my watch list videos. Okay, so all the watch list videos are going to be posted, and then I'll go live shortly after that. And with that being said, have a great night. Have a great Friday. Just remember, none of this is financial advice. It is all just my opinion. This is all just for entertainment purposes. Nothing more. Have a great Friday tomorrow. And I'll catch you guys in Saturday's live stream.